Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. By the way, this is Dico, one of the reporter of the topic of globalization of technology. So for tonight, I'm going to discuss what is all about the globalization of technology. So for the objectives of my report, at the end of this lesson, we should be able to describe what is technology, and I will discuss also theories of technology diffusion, describe the digital phenomena, and describe the advantages and disadvantages of technology globalization. So first of all, we already know what is technology. Technology is a tool or a material that is used to make our work easy. Like for example, cell phone to communicate other people which is far to our place, and of course like the cars and other equipment that is used to make the work easier. So that's some of the example of technology. So before I'll start, I'll just also define also what is technology. So technology is a technique or a process or a material good emerging from the use of science and addressing human problems. So based on the description, we already understand what is technology all about. So there's also technology diffusion, that is flow of technologies across the borders, and also industrial revolution, which is IR, wherein humanity has found a way to maximize the available resources that they can tap toward the advancement of their aspiration individually and collectively. And according to the diffusion of innovation, or DOI theory, for Rogers 1962, some would try new techniques even if these are still crowdly means in a way that is rude and offensive. Some beta users of newly developed apps or users of first generation technology innovators. So some of the technology was level up or evolve para mas ma-update ang technology na gamit nato for generation to next generation. So next is the digital natives, which is it refers to people have been accustomed to digital technology. And next is digital immigrants, and these are the people who are not born into the digital world but are coping and adapting new technology. So like for example, the Philippines, we are not advanced in using technology. Also, we are developing country. So nangita pa taog way or nag-apas paghapunta sa lain country, like for example Japan, which is already so advanced in having the technology. So next is technological trends in the age of globalization. So for example, is traveling around the world, chances are the televisions in all the airports are from one top of the 4 or 5 major television brands, where in the world chances are the phones will be made by Samsung, Apple, or another of the major multinational mobile phone corporation. So like what I've said earlier, for some of the example of technology is the cell phone. So we already know in the Philippines before we only use 3210, like for example, I think that's the term of the old model phone. And next here is the information and communication. So we also use a technology in looking for information or communication to other countries. So like what I've said also earlier, some of the examples is cell phones, computers, and also a radio. And next is the Internet of Things, which is IoT, makes humans computer interaction speedier and more reliable, making it impossible to manage very important services such as transportation, healthcare, and security. And like for example is the telemedicine. So it's used telecommunications technology to support the delivery of all kinds of medical, diagnostic, and treatment related services, usually by the doctors. And next is teleconferencing, live audio or audiovisual meeting with 2 or more participants. And the next is the transportation, the movement of goods and persons from place to place, and the various means by which such movement is accomplished. So regarding for the example, we already know that it was already used as of this day, that regarding for the telemedicine, that we have a consult using virtual, like for example like in our class before during pandemic that we are having online class. So next is the product statistic, which is the 2018 cars and commercial vehicles. So every year there's an updated cars that will ipagawa sa mga laing country, which is like for example the Japan, US na just like dagdaing mga car nga pagawas gina, which is updated ngayon siya, like na makapasok yun siya sa paano to karong mga uso. So next is does 5G technology pose health risk? And it's also concerned about the risks of 5G are unfounded. So regarding for this, experts have expressed that there are no factual basis for claims that say 5G poses risk to people health. Through more studies on 5G can be valuable. Consumers also needs to be educated more on how 5G works. So this is for, I think this is that we can found our SIM card, like the network, which is already a 5G. So this is all about the network status. I think before we already have 3G, 5G, like supposedly before it's only H+. And also, let me just take a look here for the next here. So 5G can change everything, but there needs to be a comprehensive information campaign for best businesses and consumers. So trends and future of telecommunication. This is for example, here is Internet of the Things will explode as connectivity becomes more extensive. So 5G mas may kusog ni siya mga signal unlike before. So the next is artificial intelligence and machine learning technology will also flourish. Intelligent automation will help simply operation. Edge computing will also gain more interest as businesses adjust to new ways of operating. Develops will be necessary in getting everything to work together efficiently. And the next is the advance of technology. This is based on making it fit in so that you don't really need really even notice it, so it's part every day in our life. That's quote from Bill Gates. So next is the production statistics of cars and commercial vehicles. This is on the data of 2018. So there are 4 major development in aviation technology according to Martin 2018. First is the digital twin, which is a digital and virtual replication the physical aircraft engine, which enables efficient monitoring of the aircraft. Use of artificial intelligence for predictive maintenance, use of mobile computing in aviation, use of drones in aircraft maintenance procedure. And the next is architecture, energy, and environment. There is a movement toward green architecture as an impact of the recent more to address ecological breakdown. So people are beginning to realize that our environment is at the tripping point, and if we do not do something about it. And this is also contemplate and communicate. So commercials on new businesses models have also emerged in recent year. The entrepreneur bring in their businesses into the electronics world. Thus, the birth of e-commerce, online platform like the Lazada, Amazon, Shopee, where you can buy and sell products. So we already also know that we can also the technology is a lot of big help in our lives as of now, because we can easily buy products, which is we can dili na ta need mo to mall para mapalit, which is mo dito na ta sa online, like magkuha na ta, mag-order na ta dito, ihatod na lang sa mga rider nga nag-work sa kanang specific na company. So next is Shopee, where you can buy and sell products. Social media networks such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Business processes in a territory can also be done overseas through businesses process outsourcing facilitated by reliable internet connectivity and independent communications technology. So based on this description, so makon gina to nga tako jud tabang ang technology karon kay dali na lang kayo sa pagpalit, sa pagbayad, dili na ta mo tagog cash, which is nasa ato ang account, online account nga dito na ta mag-transfer na ta sa ato mga parta. So next is the space science. So since the first wave of space exploration in 1960s, much has changed in our space technology as nation states invest in research and development on this issue. NASA 2018. So the next is collaborate and communicate. AI, robots, nanotechnology, artificial intelligence. When Sophia bot and almost humanoid robot came to see the fore, it has triggered discussion as to what would be direction of humanity in the era. In figment of our imagination as reflected in movies are now becoming more real and possible. So like for example sa mga salida, based on description is example sa mga salida is mga advanced na technology, which is nanay mga robot, nanay ka ng ang trabaho na is mga robot. So nakita gyud ko na to karon, for example karon sa Jollibee, which is sa SMC side, ang mag-serve na is a robot na. So yan na naka-advance ang technology karon. So ang Philippines is nagkuha na siya ng cope up na siya sa other country. So naginahina na taga-advance po. So man natin makita nga improvement sa ato ang palibot, which is some na makita nato is sa mga mall. So I think that's all what my report is all about. So for a summary, regarding for the technology, before it's not so advanced, so some of the country make their technology more reliable and advanced, so that it will be improved and it will be a good help to our country also and to each country in the world.